the arm goes towards, so it's the right arm coming up on top of the left, and then the right hand goes in and down, around, and then left arm goes up, right arm goes up. So it's right in, right in, left up, right up.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay. I was adding it
until next week when we do it on the other side and go the other way. Good question. I'm trying to think what we did last week. I think we got until right before the swoop. So we did this thing. Oh, we did the spins. Okay, so there's some, they're not quite chaîné turns. It's almost a reverse chaîné turn. I forget what Lydia called it. It was like a hybrid turn. So if you need a breakdown of that, Jody, let me know, because I think that you were the only one that was not here. But basically, it's 2 turns going counterclockwise. You're going to extend the right leg out long, and then you're going to whoosh it around to counterclockwise, and then step right, left, and then land for a horizontal figure 8.
Okay.
Okay. Or just follow along.
I'll follow along today and master it this week.
Okay. All right, then we will go ahead and get started.
All right.
Hi, Mona. You've trained me to be nosy now, Mona. I want to be like, oh, what projects does she have in the background this week?
Nice.
Ooh, is that for you? Is that your new dance costume? It's a unicorn.
Cool.
Jody's loving it because it's all colorful. I will take one of those.
I love it.
All right, I'm going to mute everybody, but go ahead and unmute yourselves if you need to ask a question or, oh, what are you getting, Mona? I'm paying attention. She's like, actually, madam. Oh, it's purple. Jody's going to love that too. Oh, it's Hocus Pocus. That's amazing. I love it. And Baby Yoda. Oh, we were just talking, Mona, a minute ago. I don't know if you were here, about doing a hopla and just having people pick like popular like Halloween time characters. The Sanderson sisters would be amazing.
They're all hoodies for they're going to be hoodies for my nieces and nephews for Christmas.
Aw, that's super sweet.
It's a lot of work.
It must be if you're like starting in September.
I have 27 nieces and nephews.
Oh, yep, starting in September. All right.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I need to hand make them each something.
It's usually pajamas, but now they're like, can you make me a hoodie? Can you make me a dress? My niece called me yesterday. She's like, can you make my homecoming dress? I was like,
well, that's what you get because now they're starting to put in requests, see?
They do. It's rude.
That's super cute. All right, so I uploaded the edited version of Whisper Hungarian in My Ear by the Toids. So that should all be available to all of you to download through Google Drive. It's an edited version because I wanted something that we could have a little bit of closure to the combination we're working on. But again, the full thing is 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that, and beautiful and worth every second. And if we were going to do a longer series, I would choreograph all 7 minutes because it's gorgeous. So go download the full one, and give the Toids your money and support artists because they have some gorgeous, gorgeous music. The whole album's only like $10. And there's, I think, what does it say, 14 different pieces on there, including our skirt piece from a few years ago, and just some really fun stuff. So, so yeah, get in touch with that link. Let me know if you have any questions or problems. Where's the one that I wanted? No, sorry, we'll just do this one. All right, so let's go ahead and start in good posture. I'm going to mute you. If you need to unmute yourself at any time to ask questions or give comments, please feel free to do so. right, there I am. All right, finding good dance posture. Feet are right underneath the knees. Knees are soft and bent. Tail is slightly tucked. Low belly is pulled in. Chest is lifted. Shoulders are down. Core is engaged. Deep breath in and exhale. And in. Exhale. Apparently I'm channeling Bring It On. I have spirit fingers today. And forward fold. Big bend right and big bend left and big bend right and big bend left. Bend both knees, tuck the chin and roll yourself up. Head should be the last thing up. Shoulders back and down when you get to the top. Rolling through the wrist and ankle one way and the other way. Keep the wrist going that same direction, switch the direction of the ankle. And point and flex. Left side roll one way. And the other way. Keep the wrist going, switch the direction of the ankle. And point and flex. And coming back into neutral. Arms up, sitting in the right hip. Get a big side stretch on that left side. And switch, sitting in the left hip, reaching that right arm up, dropping that right hip down. And again, big side stretch on the left. And big side stretch on the right. A little faster for 4, 3, 2, 1. And right shoulder roll it back. Left shoulder roll it back. Right rolls back. Left rolls back. And left goes forward, right forward, left forward, right forward. Both back and down, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder, crown of the head lifts up toward the sky and reverse direction. And tuck the chin, pull the belly in, roll down, and big bend right and left, right and left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend both knees, tuck the chin, roll up, pull the tail down, belly in, shoulders back and down, head should be the last thing up, heel toe it out. Press those knees toward the back wall, take it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take it all the way down. Walk the hands over to the right side. And over to the left side. And over to the right side. And over to the left side. And over to the right side. Toes to the right wall, upper body coming up. Slightly tuck that tail so low belly is engaged. Opening up the front of the left hip, left glutes engaged, shoulders down, elbows back, and take it down, 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 down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand to right hip, shoulder down, elbow back, reach for the back wall. Hands behind the back, open up the chest. Left arm down, torso inside of the right knee, soften the left elbow, reach forward with the right arm and spiral open. Cross through center, over to the other side. Bringing the upper body up, toes pointed toward the left wall, belly in, chest is lifted, open up the hip, engage the glute, shoulders down, elbows back, and pulse it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand, left hip, reach for the back wall. Hands behind the back, open up the chest. Right arm down, torso inside of the left knee, soften the right elbow, reach forward with the left arm and spiral open toward the back. Cross through center, heel toe it in, get ready for your plank. On the forearms, a nice flat line with the body. Ready, set, go. Pulling the belly in, pressing away from the earth. Breathing. Keeping engaged through the core. My headset is super not about this. I need a little clip-on microphone. And where are we at? 10 more seconds, you got this. 3, 2, 1, with control, lower down. Bring the heart up through the hands. Knees together, press the hips back. And hands to either side of the forehead. When you're ready, tucking the toes underneath you, nose to knees, heels down. Gently rolling yourself up, head should be the last thing up, shoulders back and down when you get to the top. All right, meeting me up high, let's go ahead and review some of our soft contraction movements. So I'm gonna go through these quickly, but we're gonna drill them slowly. So we won't spend a lot of time, we won't do a lot of repetitions of each movement, but each movement that we do, when we are drilling it, we're gonna take our time and go nice and slow. So please think about working each point of the line that we're making. So doing a nice big chest circle, really thinking about sliding, lifting, sliding, dropping by engaging the upper abs. Torso work, really thinking about lifting, pulling the belly muscles in toward the spine. Snake arms are really gooing out through each point of that line of the snake arms. So it should feel like a lot of work, even though it's slow. There should be a lot of tension building up, a lot of intention being used. The nice thing about Ooey Gooey movements are that we can really pay attention to our angles, our lines. We have time to adjust. So say if I'm doing arm undulations and I'm going right, left, right, left, right, left, that can be really cool. But you have to be super solid with those, and there's not a lot of time for self-correction, right? If you don't know where you are in any given moment, where you are in space, where your elbow is, where your wrist is, where your fingers are, where your shoulder is, how they're aligned to each other, what their angle is in relation to each other. when we go fast, sometimes it misses some of the clarity because there's just a lot going on in a short amount of time. And so when we do these things nice and slow, it really is an opportunity for you to check, right? To really check, am I in a second position? Are my arms starting to square? Are they starting to straighten? Am I losing some of that roundness? So just using a lot of intention and a lot of awareness and a lot of internal feedback. So the mirror is fantastic for giving us external feedback, but it's only half the story. Lydia posted what's been in my head every week was a picture of like spoons of honey, like dripping into each other. And I woke up at 4 in this morning thinking about that, because why would I be thinking about other things except honey and dancing on a Monday? And it got me thinking about the visual of like a jar of honey or a can of honey, or if you're my mom and you buy them in like the 10 pounds of honey, there's this surface, right? There's the surface to a jar of honey. And you open lid, there's your honey. And if you take a spoon and you drag it along the surface of the honey and lift it up, you're still going to get some stretch and you're going to get some goo because it's just sticky by nature, right? That's just what we're channeling. That's just what it does. But if you go beneath the surface, right, and you actually plunge that spoon all the way down and bring it all the way back up, then you can really see you get a lot more goo. It lasts a long time. You get more texture and shapes because it starts off with a really big shape and then stretches into a super fine line. So that's what we're trying to do. So if you are a jar of honey, you want to make sure that you're not just starting from the surface, right? So if I were doing a chest circle and I just started from the surface, I would be thinking external feedback. Okay, I'm going right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, starting from neutral and going through right, up, left, down, which is pretty and is a choice, right? And that's awesome. It's not bad or wrong or whatever. But for this combination, for the purposes of like, what is ooey gooey intention, you really want to think about using that internal space. So not just thinking about going to, this is your right, not just thinking about going to the right by sticking my chest out to the right, but all of that pulling in from the opposite side that's really going to use all of these muscles and all of this space to make this more gooey. That's really going to give me that stretch and that range. And so I think I've tried to explain it 3 or 4 different ways. I don't really know how else to say it. I hope you're getting what I'm throwing down. But thinking about not just what's going out and what the audience is paying attention to, like the pointy bit that's sticking out, but all that's going into the opposing side contraction to make that slide or that lift or that pull or whatever movement you're doing to make that happen as well. So when you're doing these drills today, really be thinking about the energy that you're using to pull your skeleton and your muscles in towards center, pressing up from center, pulling in towards center, and seeing if you can really dance from the inside out. Yeah? So not just about the pointy pits that are going out, but all of those ooey gooey, like all of that contraction and that pulling in toward the spine, pulling in towards center that's happening, so that when you then expand or release, it makes the movement bigger. It makes it more juicy. It makes it more full. Okay. So let's start with some slides, right and left, starting with the chest. So sliding to the right and left. Really thinking about the left side, pressing that rib cage over, that rib cage over. See, I'm burping, that's a good sign. Getting a lot of internal work.
Sylvana?
Yeah.
Was there supposed to be background music with this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can't hear it.
It's me burping. That wasn't pretty enough. You know what? I had it on earlier, and then I think I made Jody a host when I left because we did a test run. And so I think that stopped. Now I've got a screen share. Hold on.
Yeah, we haven't.
Do I still have a Jody?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
Jody, I may have to have you play my music. No, here we go. Thank you. Better? Okay. Slide to the right and left and right and left. Pick the chest up, lift it up, engaging that upper back to press the chest up and forward, and engaging upper abs to pull the chest down. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Chest circle going right, up, left, and down. Reverse. To the left, and lift, and right, and down. One more time, to the right, and lift, and left, and down. No stopping, reverse directions. Left, and lift, and right, and down. Torso undulation, body wave up, upper abs, middle abs, lower abs, and lift, squeeze upper and middle and lower, lift, upper, middle, lower, lift, upper, middle, lower. Reverse directions, lower, middle, upper, lift. Pull the lower belly in, middle belly in, upper belly in, and lift. Rolling through each part of that movement, lower, middle, upper, lift. Let's take it to the hips, sliding, starting on the right side, right and left, right and left, right and left, right and left. Drop the hips down. Start right and left. No stopping. So making sure that you're flowing through continuous movement. Figure eights on the right side. Down, out, up, and left side goes down, out, up, and Maya goes up, out, over, down, up, out, over, down. Ami starts right, center, left, neutral. Again, right, center, left, neutral. Reverse. Left, center, right, neutral. Last time. Left, center, right, neutral. Twist the right hip forward, left hip forward. Twist right and left. Twist right, left, twist right and left. Figure eight going front, out, back, around. Front, out, back, around. Into the corner into the back corner. Front left corner, back left corner. Front left corner, or right corner, back, front left corner, back left corner. One more time. Front right corner, back right corner, front left corner, back left corner. Shake it out. I don't think we do any the other way, but you could, just for the sake of practicing, we could go back right, into front right, back left, into front left, back right, into front right, back left, into front left. Arms. Really leading with our elbows. So lift, lift, lift. Warming up those upper arms. Press, 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 and press, and press, and press, and press. And pressing, leading with the elbows into second position, hands wider than the elbows, elbows in front of the shoulders, shoulders back. Press, lift the wrist, drop the elbow, press down with the underside of the wrist. Lift the elbow, raise the upper wrist, drop the elbow, drop the underside of the wrist. Lift, lift, release, slow down, lift, lift, release, float down, alternating, right, 5, 6, 7, 8, and left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and left, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just for the sake of drama, let's make them really big. Reach, and left. One more time, keep those shoulders down. And left. Lower into a low V. We're going to do some turns. So cross turn, right foot coming over the left. We're going to go all the way around. Crossing right foot over. What I am doing with these crossover turns or inside turns or whatever you want to call them is I'm crossing right foot over left. Now I'm on my left heel and my right ball of my foot, winding my legs together, sucking my thighs in together. I'm going to pivot, and then halfway through I'm switching so that I'm on my right heel and my left ball to finish the turn, come flat when I get to the front. So cross right over left, finish front. Again, cross. I'm going to come and watch you. Just keep going at your own pace. Okay, nobody's falling down. That's a good sign. Crossing over left side. So left foot crosses over right. And turn. Restack. Cross. Pull the belly in. All the way around. Again, cross. Really engaging all up through the center column of the body so that it's easier to pivot around smoothly even when we're going slow. Okay, everybody's still vertical, good sign. Reverse turns. So reverse turn, outside turn, whatever you want to call it, left foot instead of crossing over right is now going to go behind the right foot, so crossing over to the back and pivoting around counterclockwise. So with the crossover turn that we were doing a minute ago, when you cross the left foot over the right foot, you turn clockwise. When you go the other way, you go the other way. So left foot goes back and turn. Same principles working. So you could turn yourself all the way around with this one. But what I'd like you to drill for the purposes of the combo is to do half and half. So what we're going to do is we're going to step left foot behind right foot. We're going to go halfway around, boop, end up towards 6 o'clock, and then you're just going to reset. So left foot's going to cross back and reset. Okay? Left foot crosses back. Turn yourself to 6 o'clock, so facing the back wall. You should be even flat foot. And then do the same thing. Left foot goes behind right to finish that counterclockwise turn. Again. Cross behind you. Turn. You could do the same thing on the other side. So right foot cross behind left. Take you halfway to the back. Right foot cross behind left. Take you all the way to the front. Again, right foot cross back. Take you halfway around. Right foot cross back. Take you halfway around. We can also split that up and make a hybrid, because apparently that's what I'm doing these days. Cross right foot over left, take you halfway around to the back, then finish by getting that left foot back behind you and finishing that same direction, but half of it's crossover and half of it's reversed. So essentially your feet stay with the right in front the whole time. It's just you start by crossing right over left, and then you finish by bringing left behind right. Okay, so let's do that together, nice and slow. Right foot crosses over left. Ball of the right foot is you're going to start to shift your weight onto the ball of that right foot. Bring yourself to the back. And now the weight should be mostly on the right foot. Take that left foot, cross it behind your right foot, and continue that pathway all the way around. Again, right foot crosses over left. Turn yourself halfway around. Left foot sneaks back behind right to finish that turn. Again, right foot cross over left. And then left foot sneaks behind the right to finish that turn. We could also do the same thing to the other direction. So if we were going to do that, we would start by crossing left foot over right, go to the back, then take the right foot, sneak it back behind the left, finish our turn. Left foot crosses over right, turn to the back, right foot sneaks behind the left, turns to the front. Questions about any of that? It should be review or just kind of splicing and dicing different ways, but familiar to most of you, I believe. Okay. Wrist stuff. So we've done some of this pathway before, so I don't think it should be an issue. We're going to do it in a little bit of a different way tonight. But anytime we're doing wrist stuff, especially in this combo, we're thinking about pushing and pulling between the inner and outer wrist. So pressing the taffy into each other and then pulling the taffy away, keeping that nice pretty shape in the arms. But again, it's similar to things we've already done, so I think we'll be okay when we get there. 11 o'clock, 12, 9, pivot, swoop. Nope, okay. So let's go ahead, stop me at any time if you want to review something or clarify something. But I'm going to go ahead and pop that music on, and we will just run it all the way through up until where we stopped last week. questions?
Yeah, I do. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
hi.
the timing in I can't quite get down when exactly in the beginning. I don't know if you can, when we're coming up and then doing this and then this. I'm not hitting the timing quite right. I don't know if you can see me.
Okay. I'm going to apologize to you in advance because this might take me singing. And there's a reason I am a dancer and not a singer, but I will try. So it all is totally like with that line, right? That melodic line. Jody brought it to my attention that the upload I did on YouTube did not post or upload. So that sucks, but I'm trying again now. So watching it on YouTube, it seems to translate a little bit better, even though it's an upload of a Zoom video. But remind me if you would like me to just tape myself with my phone and upload it straight to the Facebook page, because that might make the gap in the music a little bit better, so you can hit, so everything can sit on top. But for right now, let's try and see if we can figure it out. That's what it is. Was it that part? It's that part, Alicia? Okay, so it's all that stuff makes sense probably, and then bump, left, right, cross, pull, open, flip the wrist. That was so bad, but I hope it was helpful. If not, comedic. Was that okay? Okay.
Yeah, you and Anjali could get together and make quite a band there with her.
I'll do it. I'm up for it. I'll try anything once. Yeah, so it's build, left, right, cross, pull, spread, and flip. Yeah. Okay. So we get to turn, yeah, so that is a crossover turn. We're going left hip goes to the back, right hip goes to the back. And again, feel free to modify. It doesn't have to be a full like big booty swing. It can be if you're into it. But if you are feeling crunchy in your back and you want to stay up nice and tall, that's fine too. Find what feels good to you. But we go swish left, swish right. And then as we come back to the front, we're going to go ahead and bring our arms in towards center. So they swish left, they swish right, they stay here for this turn as you turn clockwise. And then once you reach this corner, they're going to come in towards center. And they're just here, like kind of in front of between my belly button and my hips. And then I'm going to bring them up into a profile. I think it is pretty profile-y. Yep, it is pretty profile-y. So we're going to take them into 9 o'clock, so directly to that wall. And we're going to do some swishy business here. And so what we're going to end up doing is pivoting a little bit on our planes. So we're going to end up going from an open kickstand position into 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then we're going to get a little back bendy if you want to, but we're not going to go past 12 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, no, we're pretty much going to stay there. So if you open up your legs a little bit, widen your stance, you should be able to kickstand. So pivot by putting your weight mostly on your left foot, somewhat on your right foot, like maybe, I don't know, 70-30. And then we're going to transfer the weight over to the right side, pivoting on the right ball of the foot, lifting up the left ball. So we're here. You should be able to open up. Just playing with that for a minute, getting used to what that feels like to go from 9 o'clock into 11 to 12 to 11 into 9. Just getting comfy with that. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take our hands, our arms, shoulders down, leading with the elbows into 9 o'clock. And we're going to step the right leg slightly back behind you. And we're going to open up so that the arms start to come into this angle, and then about forehead height, with the fingers at forehead height, the left arm is going to continue going up at this angle, but the right arm is going to open up. So we start with our torso and our hips into this wall, and then right about here, the right arm opens, and we're going to open up the line so that the chest and the hips turn into 12 o'clock. So we're here, right arm opens up, fingertips go toward the audience, and the palm is going to stay looking at you. So if you write down your little cheat notes, your choreography notes in your hand, you're going to be able to read them until right about here, then you run out of room, so you had to finish writing them on the back of your hands, okay? So the gaze is going to follow that right arm as it opens, 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 and then we're going to gently slip the wrist, lead with the underside of the wrist. The gaze is gently going to follow the hand and come all the way back up in a nice swoopy full circle. The torso and the hips and the shoulders are going to follow the right arm pathway so that it's in 9 o'clock, and then as the arm opens up, so does the chest and the hips. And then as the arm comes back to meet the left arm, the hips and the chest go back into that 9 o'clock wall, or that left wall, okay? So we go swish, and we go big swish, and then we slide that right leg back, arms come up, right arm opens, we follow the right hand, gently flip, and come back to the wall. Then we're going to lead with the right hand, and we're here, and we're going to flex the right wrist, so it's a little kitty step, meow, 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 right, making muffins. We're going to bring that right top of the wrist in as we press the underside of the left wrist out, keeping the hands pretty, and then we're going to switch directions. So we go big swoop, recover, right arm comes in, left arm comes in, and then right arm is going to trail, not touching, but almost trail down, sliding alongside the left arm, underneath the chin, reaching toward the floor, and then again gently flipping over so that you should end up in this extended line. And it's the same thing where the torso, the hip points and the shoulder points open up comfortably as that right arm opens up so that you're pivoting from the wall into the corner to 12, okay? So swish, swish, open, Gently flip so that the palm is looking down. Everything comes back to 9 o'clock. Right wrist pulls in, left wrist pulls in. Right wrist comes all the way down under the chin. Open up the body to 12. Extend the hand and then gently flip so that the palm is looking down. And this is one of those moments where you get to take your time and be really aware of what your line looks like. And everything is pretty much stacked. Yeah, so nothing should be forward or back or out of alignment. Everything's pretty much right on top of itself. And you should be able to really either using, hopefully, that internal body awareness or your mirror or a combination of, go ahead and check your angles out and see, are you stacked? Do you need to pull a little bit, push a little bit? What might be out of posture? What might be out of alignment? This is nice and slow, so you have a chance to check each point of that line along the way. Something about anytime we're hinging, right, whether it's the, oh?
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm having trouble, like, when you turn, when your feet end up, like, when you turn from here. One of the turns at the end.
Which one? So the very last one we did?
Yeah, the very last one.
Okay. So the turn, like spinning turns or just this like pivot?
The pivot.
Just this big swoopy one we just did?
Yeah.
Yeah. So make this really small, especially if your body's kind of going like, what the H, right? It doesn't have to be a big old back bend or whatever. I'm just getting floopy with it. But what we're doing is we are essentially starting by, if I were looking straight in the mirror, it would just be kicking the right foot back behind me and then opening up to facing the very next quarter of a turn, right? So if we had a box, excuse me, this would be the front part of the box, or a clock, this would be 12 o'clock noon. So chest and hips go into 9 o'clock, extend that right leg back behind you, and then they're gonna pivot. I'm pivoting on my ball of my left foot and my ball of my right foot, so slightly picking my left heel up so that I can then push myself, gently pivot to face 12 o'clock. So again, if I do this facing you, I would be here at my 9 o'clock wall and then just opening so that my left heel picked up slightly and ended up back behind my left glute. So your left heel is always going to end up back behind your left butt cheek. So it's here, pick the left heel up slightly. Now your toes should be facing into flat center, flat front. Was that helpful? Okay, you got it? Okay, sweet. And then just reverse the whole thing. Yay! Good job. Okay, so we are here. We open up. We close again. We bring right wrist in, left wrist in, right wrist in, and then again, slightly picking that heel up if you need to, extending, and then we end up in this line. Anytime we do any kind of hingy things, whether it's a back bend or a side bend, we want to think about creating lots of space. So we want to be a slinky, right? Like if we were a slinky and somebody had us by either end, we would be getting pulled really, really, really long so that we're creating lots of space in our torso, lots of space in our spine so that we're not crunching. So as you're doing this hinge, you can go as deep as is comfortable or not at all. This is just kind of, it's kind of a pulled out line anyway. So it might be, if you're creating that tension, really working through each part, using all those muscle groups, this might be enough of a pulling in your body for tonight. If you don't want to hinge, you totally don't have to. In fact, I encourage you not to. I encourage you to listen to your body if you're second guessing at all. But if you're feeling comfy, if you're feeling warmed up, you're feeling like you have some good range, think about doing a chest slide to the left and a front left lift. So it'd be a chest slide to the left, that's your left, and a chest lift. You'd be really opening up on this whole side and getting lots of space on the other side. So if I'm here I'm, yeah, pulling myself up out of my hips. So what I'm not doing is crashing into my right hip and putting weight on my right knee in a weird way. Yeah, so we're gonna lift all the way up out of your hips, lift your chest high, and think about there being a little hurdle to jump over, right? So if you were in the chest Olympics or whatever, think about there being a little hurdle. So rather than crashing into the hurdle, you want to go up and over the hurdle. So you actually want to take your chest up and tilt it over like an accordion or like a slinky. So there's lots of space rather than just going, oh, I'm going that way and I'm hinging, right? So we want to make it really long, like a rainbow, like a double rainbow. Okay, so we're here. Let me go this way. So as we are bringing that right arm down, be thinking, pull your chest up and to the left, 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 so that when you're here, even though there is a downward tilt, the right side is going down, there's a lot of energy pushing your rib cage up and to the left, giving you nice long space, rather than if I wasn't engaging here, using my right side, using my upper obliques to make that happen, I would be crashing in, right? I'd just be falling in. So you have to use that right side body engagement to push your chest away from your hips so that you stay looking really long, especially if you're me and you're 5'3" and you need all the space you can get, right? I want to make myself look really long on stage. So create lots of space in your body. Okay, so we're here. Swish, 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 swish. Lift. Lift that chest, lift it to the left and up. Follow the gaze. Come back. Right wrist in, left wrist in. Pull the right wrist in. Lift the chest high, lift the chest to the left. Hand goes under the chin. And drop the hand. So the audience is paying attention to the pointy bits, right? To this nice line that I'm making between my fingers, from my toes, up through my fingers, right? They're paying attention to all the external stuff. I'm working really hard internally. Yeah, that's kind of the theme here. All right. Now that we've got this beautiful line, we're gonna do an arm undulation with it, because why not? Why not? You can, if you would like, and you're feeling really good in this side body bend, if you would like to allow a little bit of a chest slide down right and down left to complement your arms, you're welcome to play with that. If that is not feeling good tonight, then don't do it. So we're gonna go right arm, left arm. Okay? And it is slow, so let's do it with the music so it makes more sense.
I got a question.
Yeah.
The transition of the hands when after you turn here, they go down here and go straight up.
Yeah, so it's here, swish, and then my hands are right in front of in between my pelvis and my belly button. Okay. And then my middle fingers are gonna float straight up toward that wall. Okay. But then when I am in a nice angled line and my fingertips are right about third eye height, my left arm is gonna keep traveling up, but my right arm is gonna begin to open.
All right.
Just like that, but keep your shoulders down. I will baby koala you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Does that help? Yeah. Good question. All right, music. From the beginning. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And then you're gonna bring that right leg in slowly, dragging the toes along the floor to where it's in a little showgirl pose underneath you. And you're gonna bring that right arm up. And I am doing an undulation down to up with this. So I'm here, reach, reach, and then you're going to have to put all of your weight, like 98% of it, on your left leg, and slowly bring that right leg underneath you as you bring the arm up. And as you bring that right leg underneath you, you should return to your beautiful dance posture with that slight tuck in the tail, slight pull in the low belly, which should help you roll up as your arm comes up with you. Yeah? So we're here and we're going right arm, left arm, reach the right arm, bring the leg under you, and roll up to finish that line of the melody. We need to turn there. I agree. Questions about that? No? Nothing? Okay. Can I watch you do it? Oh, now we've got questions. Okay, let's finish. Oh, Lori, did you need something? No? Okay. So last thing for this combo tonight, not this combo, but this part, we're almost done. So we are gonna go super duper uber slow. At least to me it feels that way. We're gonna do an envelope turn. So we've just finished, right? We're going here, reach, flip the hand, reach, right wrist in, left wrist in, pull, and right arm, left arm, roll up, lift the chest. So gathering all this strength from the earth, and then reaching it up high. Textural, variations, right? So really long and lifted, channeling sky, air, whatever, and then we're going to settle, right? So a little bit of a grounding, energetic shift, doing the half and half turn we talked about before. So we're going to do envelope arms, left arm in front, right arm in back, making a little envelope around your head. Arms are up, left arm in front, right arm in back, palms are looking at each other. So if you have eyeballs in your palms, like Pan's Labyrinth, they're going to be looking at each other. And they're going to travel down your body. There is a point where you will probably have to, yes, you will have to, because mechanics, bring your right arm and left arm so that they are enveloping your sides. So that first they envelop your head, right, your forehead, front and back. And then as they travel down, go ahead and bring that right arm forward, finish the line traveling down your body. So we're here. And we're going to cross the right foot over. We just brought it in. Woo! Now we're all ready to cross that right foot over the left. Envelope turn. We're going to bring the left arm in front, right arm in back. Turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to finish that turn by sneaking that left foot back behind the right foot a little bit more to help you finish that turn. We are going to do envelope arms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then so do that with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to cross the right arm in front, left arm in back, which is a reverse envelope, or what Jody so lovingly calls the gut slicer. Is that right, gut slicer? Yeah. Right arm in front, left arm in back. Creating an envelope this way, and then going up the other direction. Right arm in front, left arm in back, which for you looks like this, I guess. Coming up, crossing, coming in front of the shoulders, checking your bra straps, making sure they're holding the girls up. And then we're going to press the hands away from each other and open up. So we're here. Without the turn, it would be this. Cross right and back, left and front. Slide the arms down your body. Cross right arm in front, left arm in back. Slide up your body. Hands wrap, right? So they're spiraling around you, like this. Yeah, spiral. Wrap. Both hands come up in front of the shoulders. And then they're going to eyeballs in the palms are going to press away from each other and out into second. Okay. So we're here. Cross. Slide down the body. Right arm in front, left arm in back. Slide up the body to in front of the shoulders. Press the energy away. And again, creating your own tension, leading with the elbows. Elbows are high, press that energy away like it's the most interesting move in the world, because in that moment it is. With the turn, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think it's a 6-8. We're gonna do first corner. So we end up almost into that corner. We're like at 11 o'clock, maybe 11:30. And we're going to cross. So 1, 2, 3 to the chest, 4, 5, 6 to the hips. Then right arm in front, 1, 2, 3 underneath the rib cage, 4, 5, 6 to the front of the shoulders. And just as we hit that 12 o'clock again, we're gonna boom. So it's a lot of, I'm gathering energy this way. I'm gathering energy this way. Oh, yeah. Then you freak the audience out with all that energy. Part the seas. So we're here. Cross right in front, left and back. Cross the right foot over the left. 1, 2, 3. Bring the arms down. 4, 5, 6. Sneak that left foot back behind you. Cross 1, 2, 3. Bring them up. 4, 5, 6. And then settle into all that power that you've just gathered. The weight should be where, class? It's a lot easier to do Q&A in person. The weight should be on the right foot because we just crossed the right foot, then we snuck the left foot back behind us. So the left foot's just been our pivot point. It's been our little paddle. So the weight should be on the right foot by the time we get around to 12 o'clock. Then we're gonna step with the left foot, snake arm to the right. Step with the right foot, snake arm to the left. Really dramatic. So we're gonna step left foot, snake arm right. Step right foot, snake arm left. So you're getting this twisting, crossing line going on. And that left arm is gonna travel, travel, travel as though we drilled in the beginning, right? The way that we did the really big snake arm. So we're gonna go step left foot, snake arm to the right. Step a right foot, snake arm up left. And it's gonna keep going, 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 going. And then we're gonna settle into this pose. So we're going snake arm right, snake arm left, and then instead of flowing back down to our side, the left arm is going to cross in front of our face and end up directly in front of our chest, elbow lifted. Right arm is going to keep traveling up. We're going to end up here. So the weight is on the right side, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, we'll say so. Oh yeah, because then we pivot. Right side, and this little, I don't know, it reminds me of some kind of faux Indian thing, but I saw, it's a belly dance superstar something, I think, or a tribal fest something. It's a line that's in my head for a reason, so we're going to do that. Okay, so review. Right, left, tuck, roll up with the body. Right foot crosses over, bring the envelope arms down in front. Turn slow, slow, slow. Sneak the left foot behind you, cross the right arm in front, bring it up, 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 press out. Arm undulation right as you step left. Arm undulation left as you step right. Are we gonna keep doing arm undulations? No, we're gonna settle into this really pretty pose and end there for tonight. So with this turn, goo it out. You wanna channel your inner lazy Susan, right? So people should not see your feet like scrambling to find how they work together. Keep them really close together, make the footwork really small and concise. And you want to look as though you're just pivoting and you don't have feet. You were born with a roller ball instead of feet, right? So it should be a nice, smooth, grounded turn. Okay? So we're going arm right, left, tuck, roll up, cross, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cross, keep going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, press out and step, step, tension in the arm and settle. Let's do that with music. interesting. It's wicked slow, and you'll hear it. The lines that we're dancing to are not the ones that are going da 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 da. They're the ones that are just like wow, wow. So slows it down. All right, one time, and then we'll cool off. All right, if you have any questions, I'll stick around, but let's go ahead and cool down for now. Big deep breath in. Exhale, forward, fold. Big bend right. Big bend left. Bend both knees. Tuck, roll up nice and slow. Shoulders back and down when you get to the top. Step the right leg back behind you. Shoulder down, elbow back. Big side body stretch right. And switch. switch. And switch. And big step out, legs apart. Then go ahead and take it down. And up. And down. And hinging at the hips, go ahead and take the hands to the floor. Pull the belly in and straighten the legs. And bend the legs. And straighten. Keeping a little bit of a bend in the legs, but go ahead and keep them up, keep them relatively straight. And bring the arms through the legs, reaching through your legs back behind you, pulling the belly in. Allowing the neck to just hang gently. Holding the elbows with the opposite arms now. Holding the left elbow with right hand, right elbow with left hand. Holding onto your headset to keep it from falling off. And go ahead and heel toe the feet together. Bend the knees, gently roll up. Extend the right leg back. Big stretch in the front of that right hip. And shift the weight, left toes up toward the ceiling. And switch, so left leg, big step back, open up the left hip. And shift the weight, toes up toward the ceiling on the right side. And bring the feet together. Bend the knees. Gently roll yourselves up. Head should be the last thing up. Shoulders back and down when you get to the top. And taking one big last breath in. And exhale it all out. Oh. And of course, feel free to hang out, ask questions, take some more stretches if you need to. Otherwise, I will zagarete with you, at you. And I will talk to y'all next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy Monday. We made it.
Happy Monday.
Mm.